Well, folks, here we are on another Friday, getting ready for the Friday fishing forecast. I can't even go outside to film it because it's so windy and there's some rain coming in. So I think it's going to get a little nasty here. But the weekend, actually, the weather looks pretty good. It's going to be a little windy, so it's going to be a little bumpy. But overall, it's going to be sunny, nice. It's going to be a little cool on Saturday, a little warmer on Sunday, so it's going to be a little bit better, I think, maybe on Sunday, but they're calling for higher winds on Sunday than they are on Saturday. So Chad and I are probably going to go out on Saturday and see what we can do. It's going to be tough with the front coming through like it has, so, you know, it's always tough fishing after a front, but hopefully, fingers crossed, this might be one of the last fronts that we get. It's supposed to be beautiful weather next week into the weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. So let's go ahead and get into the Friday fishing forecast and talk about the tides and salooners, and we'll go from there. On Saturday, we have a low tide at 2:09 a.m. at a 0.12 negative, and then we have a high tide at 6:18 p.m. at a 1.66 foot. Then on Sunday, we have a low tide at 3:22 a.m. at a negative 0.23 feet. And then we have a high tide at 7:37 p.m. at a 1.70 foot. So as you see, the tides are very long incoming tides like we had a couple of weeks ago. So the fishing, you're really going to want to have to concentrate on these minor and major feeding times. I talk about how important that is, but the last time we had a tide like this, it was that day that we caught those big gags, and they ate right on that major feeding time. So it's important to be in your spot when these minors and majors hit. Now this first major, when I'm going to go over them, you'll see how early it is in the morning, but then the minors are in late morning or early afternoon. So let's go ahead and talk about the salooners. On Saturday, we have a major feeding time from 6:01 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then we have a minor feeding time from 11:52 a.m. to 12:52 p.m. Then on Sunday, we have a major feeding time from 6:50 a.m. to 8:50 a.m. And then we have a minor feeding time from 12:36 p.m. to 1:36 p.m. So again, just like I talked about, you want to make sure that you're in an area that you know that the fish are at when these minor or major feeding times come up, because with these slow tides that we're going to have this weekend, those are going to be the prime times that these fish are going to feed. So you want to make sure that you're in an area that is holding fish, because those slow tides just makes it really difficult, because when as you know, with there's little current flow, the fish aren't overly aggressive. So you got to really find places that have somewhat of a current flow, like a point or a creek or a mouth opening to a creek, something that funnels that water around or into certain areas. So you definitely want to look at something like that, that you want to find those areas that are going to produce more current than some other areas, like a vast open flat. So kind of take a look at that and see what you can find. I just want to say thank you again for all the support. I've got my guy Rich back there building jigs as I speak, and the support just keeps growing and growing and growing, and we've got some pretty exciting things coming up, fingers crossed. We also have the boat show coming up in the first weekend of March, which I think it's the March 4th, 5th, and 6th, or 6th, 7th, and 8th. I have to look at the count. I think it's 4th, 5th, and 6th. But anyway, it's at the Tampa Fairgrounds. It's the Tampa Bay Boat Show, and we're going to be in the Sunray Marine booth, and we'll be there all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll have all our gear with us. Right now, I was on the phone with Chad earlier, talking about how are we going to fit all this gear on tables, because we have so many more jigs now and so many different colors that it's going to take up a lot of space. So we're logistically trying to figure that out. And if you didn't see, we did release our Huggy jigs, and they're on our website. They've been very popular, and I think they're a great price compared to some of the other prices online. It's a great jig, works great. We have them available in all the colors. So if you're interested in those, you can check them out at TampaBayFishingChannel.com. You can check out our cast nets, the Talon cast nets, all of our other jigs, the ball jigs, the Stewie jigs, the regular jigs, braided line, all that stuff. So if you're interested, please check it out at the website. And if you have any questions, please let us know. We would love to hear from you. I get a lot of suggestions, which I love because it helps me out with content. And that's the whole thing, is to grow this thing to where Chad and I can fish a little bit more, create more content for everybody out there. So again, I just want to say thank you for all the support. We appreciate it. Fish more, catch more, and good luck on this weekend.